Have you ever wondered how the world would have changed if Operation Downfall, the planned invasion of Japan, had been executed instead of the atomic bombings? Join us on Epic History Facts as we dive into this alternate history and explore the profound impacts it could have had on Japan and the world. In the dim twilight of 1945, as the world held its breath, an invasion was planned that could have rewritten the pages of history, Operation Downfall. This monumental plan, overshadowed by the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, envisioned a brutal ground assault on Japan that would have transformed the nation and the world in ways we can only speculate. In today's episode, we will journey through the speculative aftermath of this invasion, uncovering how it might have altered Japan's recovery, global geopolitics, and the very fabric of society. Prepare to delve into an alternate history that never was, but could have drastically changed our world. Picture a land torn asunder, not by the sudden blinding flash of atomic fury, but by the relentless grind of attrition. Operation Downfall, the Allied invasion plan, would have transformed Japan into a vast, sprawling battlefield. Unlike the swift, cataclysmic end brought by the atomic bombs, this invasion would have extended the agony, turning cities into charnel houses and fields into graveyards. The terrain itself would bear the scars, every inch a testament to the fierce resistance and overwhelming force that met in a brutal dance of death. The human cost would have been staggering. Imagine the casualty lists, already swollen with the names of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, expanding exponentially. Allied forces predicted up to 1 million casualties, with Japanese losses even higher. Civilians, too, would have suffered unspeakably, caught between the hammer of the invaders and the anvil of their defenders. Entire generations could have been decimated, families torn apart not by a single moment of destruction, but by months, perhaps years, of relentless, grinding conflict. Geopolitically, the landscape of East Asia would have shifted dramatically. The Soviet Union, eyeing territorial gains, would likely have moved swiftly to claim parts of northern Japan, potentially leading to a divided Japan similar to Korea. The balance of power in the region would have tilted perilously, setting the stage for an even more complex and fraught Cold War. The specter of communism might have cast a longer, darker shadow over Japan, altering the course of its recovery and its role in the global order. The societal impact within Japan would have been profound and long-lasting. The collective psyche, already battered by years of total war, would have faced an even greater challenge in rebuilding from the extended devastation of an invasion. Traditional social structures, the bedrock of Japanese identity, might have fractured irreparably under the strain. The resilience of community and family, essential to post-war recovery, would have been tested to their limits, with the potential for far-reaching social disintegration.
Economically, Japan's miraculous post-war recovery might have been stillborn. The infrastructure necessary for economic revival, factories, railways, ports, would have been systematically dismantled by the prolonged combat of Operation Downfall. The Marshall Plan's infusion of aid, which spurred rapid industrial growth, might have faced insurmountable obstacles amidst such widespread ruin. The economic miracle that turned Japan into a global powerhouse might have been delayed by decades, if it happened at all. International relations, too, would have taken a different course. The deep-seated animosity engendered by a ground invasion would have complicated Japan's post-war relationships with its former adversaries, particularly the United States. The occupation period, already a delicate balance of reconstruction and retribution, would have been even more fraught with tension and mistrust. The mutual respect that eventually grew between Japan and the Allied powers might have struggled to take root in the scorched earth left by Operation Downfall.
Psychologically, the Japanese people would have carried even heavier burdens. The ethos of Bushido, the warrior code of honor, would have driven many to fight to the death, leading to unparalleled loss of life. The trauma of such relentless and intimate violence would have echoed through generations, shaping national narratives and personal identities. The cultural renaissance that characterized Japan's post-war period might have been stunted, overshadowed by a pervasive sense of defeat and despair. Culturally, Japan's post-war evolution would have diverged significantly. The immediate post-war period saw a flourishing of arts, literature, and cinema as the nation grappled with its past and sought a new identity. A more devastating end to the war could have suppressed this cultural rebirth, leaving a legacy of silence and suppression. The world might have been deprived of the rich contributions of Japanese culture that emerged in the decades following the war, altering the global cultural landscape. Educationally, the narrative of Japan's wartime experience would have been more complex and contested. The story of Japan's defeat, already a delicate subject, would have included the harrowing details of a protracted invasion. School curriculums and public commemorations might have emphasized themes of resilience and victimhood even more strongly, influencing the national psyche and international perceptions. The lessons of history, and Japan's role in the global community, would have been framed by an even deeper sense of tragedy. Ultimately, Operation Downfall represents a profound what-if in history's grand tapestry. Its potential execution would have reshaped not only Japan, but the entire world, leaving indelible marks on international relations, economic development, and cultural evolution. While the actual end of World War II brought its own set of challenges and transformations, the shadow of Operation Downfall serves as a stark reminder of the razor-thin margins upon which history pivots. The resilience of Japan, emerging from the ashes of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, stands as a testament to the indomitable human spirit, while the specter of Operation Downfall underscores the paths history might have taken, paths marked by even greater suffering and profound change. As we reflect on the path not taken, the shadow of Operation Downfall looms large over our understanding of history. The devastation that could have unfolded, the lives irrevocably changed, and the geopolitical shifts that might have emerged all paint a picture of a world very different from the one we know today. Through our exploration, we've seen how an extended invasion would have profoundly affected Japan's physical landscape, social fabric, and global relations, altering the course of history in unimaginable ways. This alternate history reminds us of the fragility and resilience of nations and people, highlighting the profound impacts of wartime decisions. We invite you to ponder these possibilities and consider the delicate threads of fate that weave our history together. Thank you for joining us on this journey through speculative history. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Epic History Facts for more deep dives into the fascinating what-ifs of our past. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the epic stories that shape our world. Ultimately, Operation Downfall represents a profound what-if in history's grand tapestry. Its potential execution would have reshaped not only Japan but the entire world, leaving indelible marks on international relations, economic development, and cultural evolution. While the actual end of World War II brought its own set of challenges and transformations, the shadow of Operation Downfall serves as a stark reminder of the razor-thin margins upon which history pivots. The resilience of Japan, emerging from the ashes of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, stands as a testament to the indomitable human spirit, while the specter of Operation Downfall underscores the paths history might have taken, paths marked by even greater suffering and profound change.